Hi, if you've just joined us, I'm here today with Guy Rigby, who is just taking us through his self-made road test, 20 successful steps for entrepreneurs. Guy, thanks again for being here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, you came up with this self-made road test as a result of many years in the business and being an entrepreneur yourself. And so, what do you think might be next for you? We were talking earlier, I think, off camera. You said you like to break things. So I suspect that you might be looking to break something now.
Okay, well, my favourite motto is if it isn't broken, break it. So, and that really means that you don't accept anything at face value. The world is changing, minute by minute, and we need to respond to that. So if it was right yesterday, it doesn't mean it's right today. Typical things that people need to look at this way are how they get to their customers, how they generate brand awareness for themselves, etc. And that's an area that I'm really interested in, even though I'm an accountant, So when I say if it isn't broken, break it, I mean challenge everything and really question whether or not the way it's being done at the moment is the right way. That's also true of things like efficiency in business, cost reduction in business. Only the fit are going to survive long term. Yeah. People can paper over the cracks, but ultimately, it's the fittest that will survive.
I'm sure we've seen a lot of that, and you've certainly seen a lot of that over the course of the past couple of years. Who do you think the fittest will be in the coming years? Is there any type of specific quality or trend that you're seeing?
I think the fittest people are the ones who are realists, who don't think the world owed them a living. I mean, going back to our entrepreneur country principles, it's really important that individual capitalism happens in this country to help us climb out of this horrible place that we found ourselves in. I think those realists will come up with good business ideas. They could be Me Too ideas that they just perform better than anybody else. Yeah. And they rigorously understand how to build a business rather than just have a great idea and think that they're owed that someone really should support it, because generally speaking that doesn't happen. Yeah. And banks aren't venture capitalists. You get lots of people going to banks and saying, I'd like a loan to start my business, and when those banks ask about what that business is, they've got very little to say other than it looks a bit like this. So really it's about professionalism, and does entrepreneurialism and professionalism go together? Absolutely. Entrepreneurs are some of the most consummate professionals. It's just that they may think slightly differently, and it may not be completely obvious to an outsider that that's the case. But so getting their businesses in order, making sure they've got the right management team, realizing when the entrepreneur is no longer the right guy to run the business, those sorts of things.
Knowing when to break things.
And knowing when to break things, yeah, absolutely.
Thanks very much, Guy.
Thank you.